Now let us consider the seventh question in your exercise. So what is the question here? The values of current I flowing in a given resistor for the corresponding values of potential difference across the resistors are given below. So they are given the current value as well as voltage value. So if let us consider the voltage value which is given as 1.6, for that the current is flowing 0.5 amperes. For 3.4 volts, current is flowing 1.0 amperes. For 6.7 volts, the current is flowing 2.0 amperes. For 10.0 volts, the current is flowing 3.0 amperes. For 13 volts, it is flowing 4.0 amperes. So what we have to do here, we have to plot the graph, VI graph, and calculate the resistance of the resistor. Resistance of the resistor. If you consider here, this is the resistor which is connected to a variable voltage supply. Which is connected to a variable voltage supply. That is nothing but plus and minus. The voltage is changing since we are increasing the voltage. The problem statement, they are increasing the voltage. So for that, here we are connecting a voltmeter for the measurement of the voltage, and here an ammeter is connected for the measurement of the current. Right. So what we have to do here, we have to plot the graph for different readings of the voltage to the different readings of the current, and we have to find out the resistance of this resistor. So let us plot the graph now. This will be the y-axis and this will be the x-axis. Right. And this will be the origin. So this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So on the x-axis we are going to take voltage value. So this is the voltage which is given in volts. Whereas on the y-axis we are going to write the current values which is given in amperes. Which is given in the amperes. You have to take a graph sheet. In that graph sheet only you have to draw this graph. Right? Not on the plain paper, not on the classroom book. So just we have to take a graph page, and that graph you have to draw this thing, and you have to stick that graph just to your classroom book. So now let us take the scale here. Scale on x-axis, 1 is equal to, that is nothing but, if you take 1 centimeter is equal to, 1 centimeter is equal to, see here it is given as 1.6 volts, so that we are going to take up to 30 value. So therefore 1 centimeter is equal to, I am going to take 2 volts. Here we are going to take 2 volts. In same manner on the y-axis, 1 centimeter is equal to, we are going to take as 1 ampere. 1 centimeter is equal to 1 ampere. So put the values here. This will be the 2 volt, this will be the 4, this will be the 6, this will be the 10, like that. This will be the 12 and this will be the 14. Right, in the same way if you take here, this will be the 1 ampere, 2 ampere, 3 ampere and 4 ampere. So draw accurately. So see here, for 1.6 volts the current value is 0.5 amperes. For 1.6 if you take here, this is 1.6 and the current value is 0.5 amperes. So it will be nearly here. So at 0 volt the current will be 0 only. For 3.4 it is equal to 1. So if you take here the 3.4, it is 3 and 3.4 will be here. So it is equal to 1. Next for 6.7 it is 2. So if you take the 6.7 here, it is equal to how much? It is equal to 2 here. So it will become like here for 6.7. And for the 10.0 it is equal to 3. So for the 10.0 it is equal to 3. Here it should be 8. It should be 10. And it should be 12. So for 10.0 like this, here from here, this point. So it will be equal to 3 here. Right. And next for 13, let us take with the 4. So that is going to go away. So I am not going to point it out. So in your graph page, you should point it out and you have to draw a line. You have to connect those dots with a scale. So if you connect these dots like this, it is going to give a linear line. It is going to give a linear line. That is nothing but it is following the Ohm's law. If a linear line comes like this, it is following the Ohm's law. Right. So like this you have to plot the graph. So next what you have to find out? We have to find out the resistance of the conductor here. resistance of the conductor or resistance of that resistor. So how we are going to find out the resistors? How we are going to find out? By the slope of the graph, right? By the slope of the graph. So instead of the slope of the graph, I am going to take these values to find out the resistance of the conductor. So instead of this, always remember you should take the voltage value. Always take like this only. To find out the resistance of the conductor, I am going to take these values. So let us consider the resistance. By Ohm's law, we know that R is equal to V by I. R is equal to V by I. So let the resistance at point 1, that is nothing but at 1.6 to 0.5, that be the R. So at the first case, R is equal to 1. What is the value of V there? It is equal to 1.6 divided by 0.5, which is equal to how much? Which is equal to 3.2 volts. Sorry, 3.2 ohms. Next R value, if you consider next value, that is nothing but 3.4 divided by 1.0, which is equal to how much? It is equal to 3.4 ohms. If we take next R, which is equal to 6.7 divided by 2, where V is equal to 6.7 divided by 2.0, which is equal to 3.35. If you take next R there, it is equal to V is equal to 10 and I is equal to 3, so that 10 divided by 3 is equal to 3.33 ohms. Now next consider the last value, that is nothing but 13. So that is nothing but 13 divided by 4, which is equal to 4 ohms. The 4 3 is a 0.25, 3.25. So to find out the resistance here, we have to take the mean of all those R values. So therefore R is equal to 3.2 plus 3.4 plus 3.35 plus 3.33 plus 3.25 divided by 5. So this is equal to, if you add all those things, what the answer you are going to get? See here, this is 6.68. It will be 93. It will be 1.13. 1.93 means it is 1.13, and it will be 1.53. So it is equal to 16.53. So divided by 5. So 5 ones are 5 3s are remains 15. So that it is going to give the value as 3.31 ohms. So the resistance of that resistor is equal to how much? It is equal to 3.31 ohms. That is equal to 3.31 ohms. So this is the answer for the question number 7. Right? I hope this is clear. Now let us consider the 8th problem. When a 12-volt battery is connected across an unknown resistor, there is a current of 2.5 milliampere in the circuit. So find the value of the resistance of the resistor. So what they are given here? They are given the, when a 12-volt battery, they are given the potential difference, that is nothing but voltage. So voltage V is equal to, which is given as 12 volts. So then what they are given? They are given the current here, electric current. So current I is equal to 2.5 milliampere. So what you have to find out here? We have to find out the resistance of the resistor. So therefore, resistance of the resistor is equal to resistance of the resistor, that is nothing but R is equal to quotient mark. So see here, I is given in the milliampere, so we have to convert this milliamperes into the amperes only. So we are going to convert this milliamperes into the ampere by multiplying with 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 ampere. Right, this 1 milli is equal to 10 raised to minus 3. Right. So therefore we have to find out R. So by Ohm's law, we have the formula that nothing but R is equal to V by I. So that is equal to, what is the value of V? That is nothing but 12 divided by 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 3. So which can be written as 12 divided by 2.5 into 10 raised to plus 3. Right. So if 10 raised to minus 3 go in the numerator section, it will become plus. So that can be written as 120 divided by 225 into 10 raised to 3. So I am multiplying the denominator and numerator by 10. So that I am going to remove this decimal point. So this will be 5 5 5 2 and 5 4 that is equal to 48 divided by 10, or you can say that is equal to 4.8 into 10 raised to 3 ohms. So we can say it as 4.8 kilo ohms. Since 10 raised to 3 is equal to what? It is nothing but it is the kilo. So the resistance value is nothing but how much? It is equal to 4.8 kilo ohms. Right. So this is about the problem number 8. Now next let us consider the problem number 9. A battery of 9 volt is connected in series with the resistors of 0.2 ohms, 0.3 ohms, 0.4 ohms, 0.5 ohms and 12 ohms respectively. How much current will flow through the 12 ohm resistor? How much current will flow through the 12 ohm resistor? See here, a battery of 9 volt is connected in series with the resistors of 0.2 ohm, 0.3 ohm, 0.4 ohm, 0.5 ohm and 12 ohm. So how those resistors are connected here? Those resistors are connected in series with the 9 volt supply. So to find out the total current, first what we have to find out? We have to find out the total resistance. So why we have to find out the total current here? See here. All the resistors are connected in series like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, 5 resistors are there. How they are connected here? They are connected in the series connection. If you remember about the series connection, in the series connection, the current will remain same and the voltage is going to change. Now, if in the problem statement, if they are given the voltage, then what we have to find out? We have to find out the total resistor in series connection, and after that we are going to find out the total current. Right? Now the total current which is flowing in this series will be same as the current which is flowing in the each resistor. Since in series connection current is remain same. So whatever the current which is going to flow in this circuit, it will be equal to the current flowing through the each resistor. So in the problem statement they ask me how much current will flow through the 12 ohm resistor. That is nothing but whatever the current is going to flow in this circuit, it will be the current flowing through the 12 ohm resistor also, since it is connected in series. So first what we have to do here, we have to find out the total resistance. So the total resistance, that is nothing but R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4 plus R5, since they are given 5. So that is equal to what is R1 value here? 0.2 plus 0.3 plus 0.4 plus 0.5 plus 112. So not 1.2, it is 12 only. So 0.2, 0.5 it will be equal to 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 1 plus 1, 0.4 it is equal to 1.4, 1.4 plus 12 is equal to how much? It is equal to 13.4. Therefore, R is equal to 13.4 ohms. Right. So what we have to calculate here? We have to calculate I. Therefore, I is equal to by Ohm's law V divided by RS, which is equal to 9 divided by 13.4. It can be written as 90 divided by 134. So it is 45 and it is 67 Right. Right. 245 is 90 and 267 is 134. So then it is equal to 0.67 it will become 450. Right. So it is going to become 6. If you calculate it here, 67 ones are 67. 67 5 is how much? It is equal to 335. Right. 335 plus 65 it is equal to 67. It is equal to how much? It is equal to 402. So it is going to give 6.67 amperes. Sorry, 0.67 amperes. Therefore, I is equal to how much? It is equal to 0.67 amperes. So here I is nothing but what? It is the total current flowing through that circuit. So the current flowing through 12 ohm resistor is 0.67 amperes. Why? Since in series current will remain same. Current will be constant. current will be constant. Current will be constant. So this is the answer for the question number 9. Now let us consider the question number 10. How many 176 ohm resistors are connected in parallel are required to carry 5 ampere on 220 volt supply or 220 volt supply? So they are given the resistance of one single resistor as 176 ohms. So we have to find out how many such resistors are required in parallel, so that in that circuit the current should flow as 5 ampere and the voltage supply is equal to 220 volts. So if you see here what they are given in the problem statement, they are given that the resistors having resistance of 176 ohms are connected in parallel. They are connected in parallel to a 220 volt supply. To a 220 volt supply, and the current flowing to it is equal to how much? It is equal to 5 amperes. 5 ampere, and each resistor has the resistance of 176 ohms. So what we have to do here, we have to calculate the number of resistors which are connected in parallel, so that after supplying up to 20 volts, the total current flowing in the circuit is equal to 5 amperes. It is equal to 5 amperes. So if you see here, we know the total voltage supply. We know the total current which is going in the circuit. Where does this total current is going to go? It is the total current which is coming from the this resistor, and below the another resistor, so that we don't know the number of resistors. It is the total current which is coming from the each resistor. It is the sum of the total current which is coming from the each resistor. So we know the total current as well as we know the total voltage. Now if this total current have to come, what we have to know here? We have to know the total resistance. We don't know the number of resistors, but we can calculate the total number of resistance or total amount of resistance. That is nothing but effective resistance in the parallel. Then when this value is coming, so first what we have to do here, we have to using this value, we have to calculate the total resistance, that is nothing but total resistance in parallel connection. After that we are going to calculate the number of resistors. Right. So let us take the number of resistors as n. Let us take the number of resistors as n. So we don't know the value of number of resistors, so we take it as n. Now next, what is given here? The total current given. So the total current flowing through the circuit is, which is given as 5 amperes, and the voltage supplied, which is equal to what? Which is equal to V equal to 220 volts. By using these values, what we can calculate here? We can calculate the total resistance. Therefore, the total resistance that is nothing but Rp, since which is given in the Rp, so therefore which is equal to question mark. Therefore, by Ohm's law, Rp is equal to V divided by I, which is equal to 220 divided by 5, which is equal to 44 ohms. Which is equal to how much? Which is equal to 44 ohms. So whatever how many resistors which are connected in the parallel, which are giving the total resistance as 44 ohms. Which is giving the total resistance as 44 ohms. So if the total resistance is equal to 44 ohms and the total current is equal to how much? It is equal to 5 amperes. So the effective resistance here is equal to 44 ohms, and the resistance of a single resistor is equal to given as 176 ohms, and all the resistors is having the same resistance, that is nothing but 176 ohms. So next what we have to do here, we have to calculate the number of resistors which having the resistance of 176 ohms and which giving the total resistance as 44 ohms. So therefore resistance of each resistor which is equal to 176 ohms. Right. So we know the formula for the Rp, that nothing but 1 by Rp. To calculate the formula for total resistance, that nothing but 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 divided by R3 plus so on up to 1 divided by Rn. So we don't know the number of resistors, so that the last resistor, that is nothing but N. Let it be the Rn, so the resistance of the last resistor is equal to Rn. So therefore 1 by Rp equal to 1 divided by what is the value of R1 here, since all the resistors having the same resistance, it is equal to 176 plus 1 divided by 176 plus so on 1 divided by 176. So the last resistor is also having the resistance of 176 ohms. Therefore 1 divided by what is the value of Rp here, which is equal to 44. It is equal to, now since the LCM is same, so it will become 176. LCM is same, it will become 176, and we don't know the number of resistors, so we know the value. We are taking the number of resistors as n. So if we add everything, it is going to give the value of n only. So therefore it is equal to n. Up to n means it is equal to n. Therefore n is equal to 176 divided by 44. So 44 ones are 44 fours are, therefore n is equal to 4. Therefore n is equal to how much? It is equal to 4. So we have to connect 4 such resistors which having the resistance of 176 ohms in parallel, so that we are going to get the current as 5 ampere, and when we supply the voltage of 220 volts. Right? Like this we have to calculate. Now, if you remember, while discussing about the series and parallel connection, I given you another formula. If the resistance of the conductor or resistance of the resistor is equal to same, then we can directly find the number of resistors by using the formula, that nothing but, what is that formula? That nothing but, we know the formula Rp equal to R divided by N. To find out the N, we are going to write it as R divided by Rp. Right, derive this formula, that nothing but Rp equal to R by N. So to find if the resistance of all the resistors is equal to same, we can use this formula. So therefore N is equal to, what is the value of R, which is equal to 176 divided by Rp is equal to 44. So 44 ones are 44 fours are, therefore N is equal to 4. Number of resistors is equal to how much? It is equal to 4. So you can use that formula also. If you want to directly solve that thing, you can use that formula. If you want to analyze and solve that formula, solve that problem, you can use this method. So therefore the number of resistors, is 4. So this is the answer for the question number 10. So the remaining questions we are going to solve in the next class. Up to that point, thank you, take care, stay well, stay home.